All right, bro. Welcome back to another vlog. Well, not a vlog, another video. Today I'm going to be doing a 6 month. No, I'm sorry, not 6 month. 1 year anniversary living in Austin, Texas, and also a updated apartment tour with all the new stuff that I have. I'm gonna start with showing you my apartment tour. I'm gonna give you the new apartment tour, and then we're gonna go from the apartment tour to the 1 year anniversary of me living in Austin, Texas, and everything that I've experienced thus far living out here. So let's get started with this amazing apartment tour. And also since it's just me here, I'm gonna be giving you my POV and explaining things from my POV. Like I'm gonna point stuff out and just explain it to you from there. So let's get started with this apartment tour, my friend. Okay, so we're gonna start with the door. Then you walk in. You have my living room essentially. Always gotta make sure you're protecting yourself. So this is like my couch. I've had this for a while. I love that sign, bro. I just got my guitar and an amp, and I just ordered a chord, so I'm gonna start playing guitar here soon. But yeah, you have my my sitting situation here. I just got this little cabinet thing recently. Also, I don't like this thing right here, bro. This speaker. I recently had just bought it from that auction website, but it's no bueno, bro. It's broken. It only works for a couple of minutes and then it turns off. But there's this like little nightstand, if you will, kind of like table, and then this stick I have found it when we had went hiking when I had went hiking with my friend Kat, and then I've kept it to this day. So I have that here. I'm gonna find somewhere to put it permanently somewhere. Right here is a box full of like car parts that I had ordered because the car needs it. But yeah, there's some car parts right there. Speaking of car parts, my car has been making some weird noises lately, bro, and that's really concerning. So it's like signs that it's gonna need maintenance soon, bro. And as you know, I hate doing maintenance on the car. Now we move on to the biggest change, right? Which is I got a TV, bro. I went and bought a 75 inch, even though for the longest time I wanted an 85, but you know what? I just said, whatever. And I just got this. Also, I had this grass wall thing right here, bro. This is amazing. I absolutely love this thing with these like little sconces. The only thing is I have to fill out this kind of like empty space, because there's nothing there. And then also this is a new rendition. I don't think that's the right word, but this is a new addition to the home. It's like a little mini HomePod mini, you know, and then my Apple TV, of course, which is amazing. So this is the new setup, and then I'm obviously watching my favorite YouTuber, my goat. And then you go this way a little bit. This will be considered like my dining room area, but like I said, it's just me, so there's really nothing there. Um, and then you go a little bit more further. This was my entertainment area before I went out and got my TV, of course. So, but I still use this for like if I gotta do some work or do something in the computer, I use this. I use that, of course. And then, of course, I got some new posters. So also, the goal is to replace all these posters with like anime posters, kind of like this one. Remember there was a poster here before, but I changed it out for this Mob Psycho one. So all of these are gonna be gone, and then I'm just gonna have like anime posters, you know. Then you go a little bit further this way, and look, my goat is on the TV. You go a little bit further this way, you got my trash can, my sink area, incense, got some more stuff up here. Uh, And then, this is basically like my kitchen. This is like a new addition to the area. Um, this is a professional blender. I don't know if you can see that right there, bro. Professional 1,100 watts. So it should be really strong. Remember the one that I have bought from Walmart? Bro, that one broke. I'll put like a picture somewhere like right here, show you. But this one has multiple blades. So even if I pack a lot of stuff in there, it spins and it crushes it. So, and then, bro, these are the sharpest knives that I have ever bought, bro. And I only bought them for like $10 from a lady on marketplace, bro. So this was a great purchase, to say the very least. Then you go a little bit further this way. You got my washer and dryer, my little sink area, and then some of the food my parents had bought me. And then I just recently got some cereal, of course. And then you got some little cleaning stuff here. Let me show you my fridge. I would say like this is my little updated fridge, I guess. So I got a whole bunch of like Minute Maid Sugar Zero, or Zero Sugar, I should say. So the fish, because I'm gonna cook this later, fish and chicken. I'm gonna cook it later. Zevia, a bunch of water, some spinach, and then some African stuff right there, and then some bread. And then I got a whole bunch of condiments and some milk right there. So that's my fridge. My freezer, I have a whole bunch of chicken, bro. Look at this. And I even have some more right here. I really, 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 really love chicken, so I got a lot of it. And then I got a lot of these like healthy choice meals. I have a lot. I even have more behind. See, I got a lot. So I'll eat that there. And then some raw shrimp. And then some stuff for my my smoothie. So, and then some ice. And that's pretty much it for my my freezer. So this basically concludes the tour for the kitchen / living area. We will turn all these lights off because I like my apartment red. But I'm always watching my goat, man. This is my favorite YouTuber of all time. So we go down this hallway right here. We can turn these lights off. Just turn it on, I should say, just so you can see a little bit better. You have like my little knick-knack / like this is for like my bags and stuff like that, and random knickknacks in there. Then you have my my little shoe closet right there, and then you go a little bit more this way. You have my my bathroom, of course. Nothing crazy. I guess the only new addition is this wash for men, and then also these body wash. Remember, these are the ones that I have bought from that lady on the marketplace. So there's that. And then just a bunch of stuff that I use to, take care of myself. Bro, this right here, bro, let's not even talk about it. But that's basically probably like my favorite cologne of all time, my brother. Then you go this way. Now we'll go to the bedroom. This is where the magic happens, as they like to say in the shows and whatnot. So probably the biggest change that I've made in this whole in this space is the curtain, bro. Like, it just makes the space so much more secluded and like moody and beautiful, and then of course I got my anime posters. This is JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then this is My Hero Academia. I think his name is Bakugo, if I'm not mistaken. And then more posters. I'm always watching my goat, you know. And then I don't have any posters up here yet, but I'm gonna put another one up there. And then I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of this and this little TV. I'm trying to get a big TV right here, because when I have, let's not talk about that, my brother. I was gonna say when I have company, but it's just me for now. And then my bed. This is the one comforter that I have bought that one time. If you watch all my vlogs, you remember the time when I bought this. But yeah, and then I have like this little nightstand thing. And then I just got that picture up there yesterday. This is Tanzania. What looks to be like the U.S., but it's like a U.S. imitation flag, if you will. Burundi. So this is where I was born and raised. This is where my mom was born. And then this is Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo. This is where my dad was born. But these are the flags that make me who I am, So there's, I guess I'm Burundian because both my parents are basically, my dad was just born in you know what? Basically, I'm Burundian, but I'm also, I'm all of this stuff. And I got some more NMA posters. That's my GOAT from My Hero Academia. He's probably my favorite character. He's very like moody and he's very nonchalant, which I like. And that's Bakugo. Not Bakugo, Deku. And then I'm always reminding myself, like, it will all pass in due time. Or it will pass in due time, Adam. And then, of course, I got my dream board. I have to update this this calendar. But, yeah, man. And then let's go to my, this is my closet, As you can see, I have a whole bunch of new clothes, a whole bunch of stuff now. Before I didn't have as much pants as I do now, and then even like the shirts, it overflew from here. It was like a heavy overflow, I should say. Now we have more here, and then there's like a new addition. It's like this little thing. Actually, if you've been watching my vlogs, there's another thing that I had when I bought in my vlog. Remember when I went to go buy this from that one bald guy? Yeah, so there's like a three-tier, three-level thing. So I just have my socks and my boxers on there, and basically that's my closet, my friend. Oh, and then I have some sheets up there. That's everything. And of course, I'm always watching my my GOAT, my favorite YouTuber of all time. But yeah, that basically concludes my apartment tour, my friend. Okay, so now we're at now that I gave you like the full apartment tour, you got the new updated stuff, I think I almost forgot to show you, but I covered the window that was over here on this side by the sign. That's also covered. So now I'm gonna tell you my experience, what's been like living out here in Austin for a full year now. Actually, it's been like a year and some change. So this has been my experience living out here in Austin, Texas. So where should I start? I should say, right? I want to start by saying I am extremely grateful for everything that has come into my life, for everything that like I've gotten so far living out here in Austin, Texas. I've actually met like some cool people, and I have like a new like concrete friend, Kat, and it's so weird like how we met. If again, I go back to the fact that like if you've been watching my vlogs, like I told you the story of how me and Kat ended up meeting, and how we went from like just a random encounter to now we hang out a lot. Like yesterday, we went to the fair together, the rodeo, Austin rodeo together. Not yesterday, like 2 days ago, we went to the rodeo fair together, which was fun, you know. But now she's like a cool friend of mine, you know. Actually, now I'm getting hot, so I'm gonna turn on my fan, not the light, you know. But anyways, so Austin has been extremely good to me, bro. And I genuinely love Austin so far. It's been really good to me, and I'm extremely grateful for that. I love my job that I have out here. Like I'm able to like pay all my bills and like have a little bit to put aside sometimes. So I'm extremely grateful for that as well, bro. I'm able to kind of like sustain myself just off my job. So I'm also extremely grateful for that as well. Let me see. And then I got my car, the Jeep. That's something else that I got out here in Austin. So I'm also extremely grateful for that as well. And then let me see. I think that might be it, bro. Cause like my I guess the biggest thing will probably be my apartment. I tell people all the time, like when I talk to like random strangers, I tell them that like moving from Arizona to Texas or moving from my home state to a new state has been the best decision I ever made in my life, bro. One, the biggest reason is because like I was able to like kind of like stand on my own 2 feet, bro. Like one of the big reasons why I left Arizona was because I felt too complacent. And I feel like I was relying on my parents for everything. Like I was very comfortable, like relying on my dad for my shelter, my mom for my food. You know what I mean? But now I'm out here on myself. I'm forced to kind of like establish my own self. You know what I mean? And my biggest accomplishment by far, I'll probably say, is this apartment. Because when I was living in Arizona, I wanted to live on my own for so long. It never happened, because I felt every time I try to make a move, it was kind of uncomfortable. So I went back to my comfort zone. You know what I mean? And I went back to kind of like relying on my parents, as opposed to like when I moved here, I was on my own. I had to really like try it and really make it on my own. So I like 3 weeks. 3 weeks into me living in Texas, I have already got my own apartment, which is this. So that was probably my biggest accomplishment, bro. But yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. Like, there's not really much more. Like, I'm still trying to find a church. I specifically want to go to like a Burundian church, preferably. But I've been really like searching. I haven't really found anything yet. But I definitely got some like leads, I just gotta follow up and see where those take me. But yeah, man, like there's not nothing more to kind of like update you on or tell you. I will say I'm still lacking in some areas. For example, like I haven't lost the weight yet. I'm still fighting that battle. I'm still trying to get back in shape, if you will. So let me see what else. I think that's pretty much it, bro. Like everything that I'm telling you is just straight off the dome. Yeah, man. I'm excited to see where like my life is gonna go from here. I definitely like I said in my Q&A video. I have a lot of goals and ambitions for my life, but nothing's ever set in stone because things can change in a split second, So I'm excited to see where this journey is going to take me and what other adventures, if you will, I'm going to get myself into, So, but I also do want to say I appreciate you and everybody that watches for, kind of like tagging along with me and embarking on this journey with me as well, But yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. Um, yeah. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to conclude the video here. I do want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching my videos and my vlogs and whatnot. But yeah, that was my updated apartment and my 1 year anniversary living out here in Austin, Texas, and everything that I've experienced and yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video, my friend. All right, bye.